Let's see. Bo stream. Let's see. Let's look for it. Wait. People. Watch, this is Bo and Kalista. Oh really? Okay. Is it only highlights or is it actually the whole game?
Oh no, like what it is last day.
Last 10? Yeah.
I have last 10. Yeah, a little bit.
This is full game or what?
Wait, what?
Boy and upset?
Oh, thank you.
What is this? What is this? Okay, let's watch Bo. So, let's watch Bo. Let's see what happens right here. So the game starts, and then he's fighting with the Nautilus. He's just focusing on the Nautilus. Rel is just at least tanking the hook. He flashes behind the minions, the Rel. And notice what Bo does right here. So it's really smart that no matter what, Bo is trying to stay behind the Rel. Rel is challenger. We're talking about players that are extremely good. And Rel tries to flash behind of the minions so the hook doesn't connect. The moment Bo sees this, he got pranked before, right? He got pranked before, guys. He knows that if Rel flashes right here, he's not gonna get hooked, but he's gonna be the target. So now he immediately clicks on the left to not get hooked, and then slowly the Rel repositions himself behind or like in front of Bo. And right now he knows his limits. He's gonna kite on the left. Even the kiting is absolutely amazing. Like right now, for example, he goes on the towards the tower, but now he's kiting towards the left because he knows that if the guy is right here, guys, chat. If the guy is right here, let me put my pen. If the guy is right here in the brush, you don't want to kite towards right angle. You just want to kite to left angle, right? And he just kites towards the left angle, and then he goes to the right angle because the wave came and he doesn't want to get Nautilus hooked. And this is what he did right here. Right now, after he's gonna do that, he's gonna hit the minion, and right now he's gonna try to E here. The reason why he hit the minion is because he wants to auto reset. Well, he wants to E reset. He wants to reset his E. Okay, now he's gonna hit it, and he's gonna win. Bam. Okay, here he actually did a misplay. Did you guys see this? So right here what he did is that he auto-attacked the minion, which is extremely good, and then he tried to kill the cannon. The moment he killed the cannon, he went on the Nautilus right here. What he should have done instead of killing the cannon with the E, because if he kills the cannon with his E, he's only gonna have one E, right? Okay, so let me show you. So he misplayed a lot here. Epic pen. So here, what he should have done, instead of killing the minion with the E, so if this is like an AD carry player, he should kill the minion right here. So he should one more auto attack on the minion. He should not E. He should just one auto attack on the minion, right? Doesn't kill the minion. Then he should hit the Nautilus. Then E, right after he hits the Nautilus. Then use your E. You're gonna kill the minion as well and get the Nautilus slow. And you're still gonna have one more E. So this means that you're gonna have two E's. You're gonna reset you're gonna reset your E on the minion, then you slow him, and then you're gonna have another E. So do you guys see Bo? He's crazy good. He's crazy fucking good. But uncomparable with Hansama, Upset. I wanna say Reckless, even though right now there are a lot of like bad things about him. But you guys see, he's absolutely amazing mechanically. But you can't compare him with a player that has 5,000, 6,000 games on Kalista, like the ones that I mentioned right now. Not like leave alone the fact that you can't compare it with Deft, you can't compare it with other like crazy, insanely good AD carries. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's amazing, but it's just compared to other high professional players. He doesn't have enough experience on Kalista. What should he do? Well, he should play more Kalista. That's very simple to fix. But we can see that some subtle things. We can see that he doesn't do well. Okay, now he got kills. It's a cannon wave right here. He's not really gonna push this really fast because he knows that he doesn't really have enough items to be able to stack this. And now fight happens on the river. Obviously, when you're Kalista with Rel, you can even consider fighting 2 versus 3 because you are like extremely strong. So let's see what it's gonna do. Extremely good mechanics, trying to kite the Sejuani, trying to get an angle where he can actually Q, and he actually gets a kill. And then right now Arela is gonna kill him, but this guy is like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, he's killing, and he is 14 farm in 5 minutes because of the amount of fights he actually has been engaging in. Honestly, he's better than Reckless, Alessandra says. On AD carry, he's jungle player, and he's top AD carry role too. Yes. He is very good mechanically. He's very good. Let's see. Insane Clans. Auto attacks after auto attacks after auto attacks. He backs off because he knows that he can't really help the rel. This is something that low elo players do very bad. Guys, chat, look at this. Look at this. He knows this is winnable because he kites, right? He kites. Rel uses W, right now he kites. The moment when Nautilus went in, this is a 4 versus 1. So what a human should do is that you should just run away. Like you should just do a little bit more auto attacks. And the moment when you see that the rel is already dead and you won't be able to save him, you should just run. This is what bot does. Another AD carry player, you see what bot does? Another silver, gold, bronze player. I know that there are gold players in the chat. Maybe lower. Maybe you do it. Maybe no. Maybe you don't do it. But if you see that the fight is over, don't re-engage. You can only consider helping him if you know that by helping him you have a reliable chance to get something off here. But if you know that the guy is 100% already dead and you're not going to be able to have an influence in the fight, then you should back off. Of course, in addition to that, you should also keep in mind the abilities that they can actually use it on you. For example, here it's Sejuani Q, the Nautilus hook, and obviously Aurelia E, which Aurelia right now has the E. So Bo keeps track of that and he just backs off. So we learned that if we know that a teammate is already dead and we're not going to be able to help him and do something reliable, just let him die. Don't die with him because you make things worse. And now he does both things. He just kills them. Now what he should be doing is that he should just hardcore push the wave instantly because he just wants to recall and he just kill them. No matter if this is a cannon wave or not, he should just push the wave. He pushes the wave and he's gonna recall. Of course, he's gonna get pranked right here because this is like high elo challenger. So the Nautilus immediately goes and tries to freeze the wave. Not only that he's trying to pull the wave, but also he is trying to walk up because Sejuani saw this wave state and she instantly came to punish Kalista. This is obviously jungle wave management challenger. Some of the people that also play jungle can see that in order for it to be high elo on jungle, you need to know what your lanes do. You need to know wave management. You need to know how the waves, the minions work. This is champion Q, only pros allowed, Alessandra says. So this is pro players even better than challenger. So it's very, very nice. And yeah, Bo is gonna get another kill. Guess what? His mechanics looks really clean. His spacing looks really clean. Like the way he moves his mouse, the way he plays around his range. I don't know what mouse he has. I don't know what, but it's his brain, man. It's his talent. This is talent. So this I can't get as good as this guy. You probably in the chat you can't get as good as this guy. If you're bronze, gold, silver, diamond, master, even if you're challenger, you can't get as good as this guy mechanically. I'm just saying about mechanics because this guy is talented. Compare yourself with this guy, compare yourself with Uzi, compare yourself with Faker. There are unique players. They are not the players that they are smart. Okay, they are smart, but what they do really insanely good is their mechanics. And mechanics you can't improve that easy. And there is some, I don't know the data of this or research or anything, but I think there is a huge genetical thing that takes a role in you being a good player mechanically or not. There are players that, you know, they can't be good mechanically at all. They just can't be good mechanically, right? They just can't, because yeah, I mean, it's obvious why. The genetics don't help them. Of course, what is more important in my opinion is that if you have played games before League of Legends, because I coach players that are bronze and they want to get to gold, and this League of Legends is the first game that they play. They are 30 years old, they play League of Legends and they're like, hey, did you ever play any other game? No, I didn't. Of course you're not gonna have mechanics if you never played games. So if you played games, for example, I coach gold players or I coach many players, and some of them have experience in Call of Duty, some of them have experience in CSGO. I mean, they are amazing mechanically. Honestly with you, I will be honest, they are fucking good mechanics. And you don't need to necessarily only play League to get good mechanics. You can play any mechanical game. Of course, playing MOBAs is gonna be by far the best thing that you can ever do. But obviously, any game that is gonna require you to move your mouse very fast and to click very fast, it's gonna help you to improve your mechanics in League of Legends. Especially from my experience, players that played either StarCraft, CSGO, Call of Duty, like, or any shooter, they are very good mechanically. So if you are main AD carry and you want to improve your mechanics, you can play, you know, you can play AD carry, or you can play, you know, shooters if you want. You can also play, like, you're gonna get better on AD carry by improving your comfortability with your mouse, your movement, how fast you're moving your mouse, how accurate you're with the clicks. You can do it either by playing the game League of Legends, or you can also play other games that you know, require you good mechanics. Don't play Mario. Like, Mario doesn't require, like, Minecraft. Like, even Fortnite, I guess, is good, that is gonna help you to improve your mechanics, but play games that are gonna allow you to improve mechanically, you know. So this is my advice. And of course you can also play some additional games like Osu, or mini games, indie games that are good. Like, Bo is like absolutely crazy, but he's missing his Q, man. He's missing his Q. Such a close fight, such a close fight. Sejuani is right here. He's just moving. He misses his Q. He misses his Q, man. Oh my god, that's so close. Actually, that was really close. Valorant's very good, yeah. I remember I had good mechanics in Silver Gold since I was level 10 faces on CSGO, so it's really true. Also, if you're good at the game, you usually tend to be a fast learner, true. At games at least, yeah. It also depends if you're a fast learner. Yeah. The only sad part is that there are some players that improve slower, a lot slower, and there are players that are either, like, let's say they are gold or silver, few years, consecutive years, like, let's say you're gold or you're silver or you're bronze for like 4 years, 5 years. These players are gonna have a very rough time to improve, in my opinion. I mean, they will improve if they really want to, and if they put the effort, of course. But if they really want to improve, in my opinion, getting coaching is by far the best way to improve. Because if you are like 4 years or 5 years stuck in one elo, maybe you need some help. Maybe you need someone to tell you what you're doing wrong, so you can actually get that gold, so you can actually get that platinum. It just depends on the rank you have. And of course, if you don't care, I mean, some of the people would be like, why should I get coach if I play for fun? Okay, if you play for fun, you just play arms, you should not think about coaching, okay? But if you're the player that is bronze or silver or gold, and you're like, hey, I wanna get gold, I wanna improve, I wanna, but I can't, man. There is something missing and I don't know what. Then that's, you are the player that needs to get coached and needs a bit of help. So it just depends on the philosophy and what you want to achieve with the game. Like Bo, summarization, he's really fucking good, really good mechanically. When you play Kalista, like he has insane fundamentals as well, of course. Like I feel like the difference between pro players, honestly, like fundamentally they're all very good. They can all like get challenger extremely easy. The difference is really like the discipline, honestly, to practice, and obviously like small things. Like if you're talking about solo queue between Bo and Upset and like other like Yankos and other players, it just depends on like how resilient they are to lose, because you're still gonna lose. Like they're still gonna be like good players and they're gonna lose games. But if you can play more and play more and play more and play more and like just keep pushing it, if you have the resilience to keep push it, you're gonna win in solo queue. So solo queue is all about resilience. If you're comparing rank 1 with rank 10 with rank 50, then you compare it to 100 challenger, there is almost no difference in terms of the fundamentals. Absolutely no difference. Only subtle things, very subtle things will make the difference. Very subtle things. As in, let's say, let me give you an example, right? So right here, Bo, what he does is, right, he's kiting, right? Look at this. He's kiting, and let me show you. Like right here, he's kiting. Like a master tier player will kite probably the same, but a challenger player right now, Bo, what Bo is doing right now, he's gonna kite extremely good right now on the left. This is normal. This is a master tier will do it as well. But as he's kiting, what Bo does is that he's also, as he's kiting, he's putting himself a word as he's kiting. It's very subtle, but this is a difference that Diamond 2 player will not do it and Master Tier 400 LP will do it. It's a subtle thing, because I mean, you guys might say, okay, but it's just a word. Yeah, but when you're comparing a player that is bronze with a player that is diamond, everything is better for the diamond player. But when you're when you're comparing Master 400 with Master 200 or Master 400 with Diamond 1, then these kind of little things will make the difference. And they're not really little things. They are little things if you're bronze or silver and you're doing them in your games. They will never ever make the difference between you winning the game or not winning the game. But once you play a master tier game, then this kind of mistakes will make the difference. So what I'm trying to say is that the mistakes that you find in bronze compared to the mistakes that you find in master tier, a mistake that is huge in master tier can be absolutely irrelevant in bronze. Absolutely irrelevant. So this is why you have to be very precise with the mistakes that you're doing. Because most of the cases you can't. You're just gonna say, okay, I'm doing this wrong and I'm doing this wrong and I'm doing this wrong and I'm doing this wrong, and you're gold player. But yeah, but maybe you're just doing one thing wrong from the ones that you said. You don't know which one is the right thing that you need to fix now. You know that there are so many wrong things, but you're like, okay, but what the fuck do I fix first? So this is when you know that you wanna get coached, because the coach can actually tell you, hey bro, this is what I need to get, this is what I need to fix, this is how you're gonna fix it, this is how much time it's gonna take, and work on this because you're gonna get plat. It's that easy. It's that easy. The more you stay in low elo, the bigger your bad habits get. Yes. 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 And imagine you're stuck for like a few years. It's gonna be different. You need to have a different approach, right? You need to have a different approach with improving. You need to watch pro players, you need to get coached, you need to get, if you're like low elo for a few years and then you're still playing and you're like, okay, but I want to get better, but you're actually using you want to get better, but you're doing the same things that you were doing 3 years ago when you were still the same rank, then you're not gonna improve. If you don't change the things that you're doing, if you don't change your habits of playing the game, like, you're not gonna improve. So for example, if from bronze 1 to bronze 2 you were like 4 years or like 5 years, you were from gold 4 to gold 2, and you're still not doing anything different in terms of how you play the game. Do you watch pro players? Do you watch your own games? Do you get coached? If you don't do these things and you're still trying to improve by playing, it's not gonna work. It's that simple. It is not gonna work. Imagine if a player plays with one eye closed 5 years. It will be really hard for him to change this habit after 5 years. Exactly. Hello gaming! Welcome, my man! Mă bucur să te văd. Bine ai venit. Even though it's stupid, yeah, I know what I mean. People fight for rank 1 and get over 1.5 KLP, and I'm complaining gold brat, bro, man, my huge amount of games played. I officially admit, I'm shit at League. Time to get better. Exactly, what's up? Not much, we're just analyzing a player, Bo. He's a very, very good player. Like, the summarization of this game is that he's fucking good mechanically. Maybe even better than some of the LEC players, AD carry players, who knows? But I think that he has lots of things to learn in terms of AD carry specifics. Like, obviously compared with like players that have thousands and thousands of hours of playing Kalista, you can't compare both with them, right? And a good example would be Comp. Comp is like fucking good on Kalista. Oh, nice, yes.